Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little Colourpop haul. They had a sale, I don't know, a week ago. They have a lot of sales, but this one caught my eye. I picked up a few things and I thought I would play with them with you today. I have a little bit of my face on already. I have some priming done, my brows, maybe items that I don't have from Colourpop. I will have everything listed and linked in the description box below. Of course, some are affiliate links, so if you choose to shop with those links, I thank you so much in advance because it does provide me with a small commission and it supports me and my channel. I picked up one of the new Hydrapop Glossy Lip Stains. I believe this next one was a gift. This is the So Juicy Plumping Glossy Lip Oil. I picked up a new lippy pencil, a gel eyeliner. Haven't played with the Colourpop gel eyeliner in a while. And then the big thing was I picked up the Precious Metals palette. So I'm going to start with the face, and I grabbed my bronzer stick from Colourpop. I have mine in Laguna Beach. It is just a pretty neutral cream bronzer. I enjoy it. I'm going to use my e.l.f. stain and tint brush and just tap right on. I just realized I do not have foundation on, so it looks like we're underpainting today. I have a nice matte primer on. This Laguna Beach is really pretty. Very, very neutral, almost cool leaning without being gray. This is the cream blush in Bali Baby. Cute little pink packaging, cute little pink blush. If I remember correctly, it was nice and blurring. It does have a mirror. I have the cover on it. I'm going to try my Morphe A22 with this. Really doing a nice job. Something about pink makes me want to go all the way across for that nice, just out of the sun look. For foundation, I grabbed my Pretty Fresh Tinted Foundation Balm, and this one I do find that I can use as long as I have a good mattifying primer underneath. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush, and I am just going to lightly tap around that bronzer and blush. This is a really good technique if you don't like foundation and you feel like you're always feeling like you have a mask on. This is going to give you coverage without it being too much. I'm going to take the more dense, smaller side and use it to cover any places that I feel need a little more coverage. I think that looks great. Skin looks smooth, more even. I have a little bit of my Aquaphor on my lips, and I figured while I'm doing my eyes, I'll throw a little bit of this Plumping Glossy Lip Oil on. See if we can plump the lips before the stain. Cute little packaging. Nice fat doe foot. It smells minty. So this is going to be a cooling plump rather than a spicy plump, which is my personal favorite. And now for this Precious Metals palette. Let me know, do you own it? I know it's not the newest release that they had, but oh, look how pretty. I looked online and I thought I have got to get into that. It has a cover on it, my bad. Look at that. Lots of shimmers and mattes. You know I'm going to put a cool tone look together today. I'm going shopping with my mother. But let's go ahead and swatch a couple of these shimmers. Let's just go across this row of shimmers. Okay. Palladium. Oh my goodness. That's on Periodic. Perfect. One and done. Special. And Minding Mine. That first one is being a little bit crumbly. That's okay. Minding Mine. Pretty, pretty hot copper. Now we have So Extra and Strike Gold. Yeah. Stunning. I think I'm going to go down this row. This is a little more taupey. This is my Sigma E05 and I'm going into the shade Own It. I do of course have my eyes primed already. Little bit of points off for no mirror in the palette. I would have preferred that, but Colourpop is so affordable. Like, I got this on sale, but the regular price, if you break it down for the shadows and you know you're going to use all the colors in the palette, Colourpop really has probably the best quality for the best price. I'll take my Rephr 13 and I'll go into this My Best Asset. I'm just gonna tap this on the outer corner, hoping for no fallout. Remember, the darker colors always do best with a smaller brush. Just gives you more precision. That looks gorgeous. Another little tip, try to build the darker colors rather than going in with a big punch of shadow. Got a good setup now for the tough choice of what shimmer. We've got 3 shimmers on this row. We have High Value, Special, which I know I love, and Lustrous. High Value, Special, and Lustrous. I am a heavy swatcher, remember that. Maybe we'll do Special and Lustrous and then High Value on the bottom. Special is a little bit crumbly, so when you swatch it, make sure you tap off your hand. And I'm gonna go right in the center with that. Maybe I'll even go all the way over and then put that Lustrous right on top. Got a little bit of glitter fallout. And now I'll take the Lustrous, put it right in the inner third. Gorgeous. Now I'll take my little Essence brush and go into High Value, which is right here. Feels very crumbly. It just dusted off with the brush. So I'm gonna try wetting my brush first, then going into the shadow, which I know is a no-no, but I need it to stick. And then we're gonna attempt. Yeah, that is not working out. Oh, I just got lots of fallout. If you all know who Rose and Ben is, I will link her channel. She does a lot of neat tips and tricks, and one of the ways that she showed to get rid of the glitter, I don't know if you can see it, but it is really intense right here. She said to take a spoolie and some powder. This is my Maybelline Fit Me Loose, and she said to load the spoolie and then you can brush very, very lightly on your face and it'll take the glitter off. I've done this trick and it really works well. So that is what I'm gonna do. Because a regular brush didn't fix it. Much, much better. I think what I'll do is go into My Best Asset, which is a matte, and take that very close to the lash line. And that is adhering much better. Putting off the brush on my Sigma switch, and then I'll take a little bit of Own It and go right underneath that just to soften it. There we go. Very nice. I imagine everybody and their mother has owned one of the Colourpop gel eyeliners, but it's been a while for me and it was 30% off, I think. So we'll see how much this one transfers. This one is in the shade, I know it's black, but they call it Swerve. It is a retractable, which is my preference. And I'm gonna go in the waterline. Now I do try not to blink, because I definitely think blinking too fast is what will transfer the black liner into the waterline. I just did it. You can only hold it for so long, right? Haha. Now I'm taking it a little bit on the edge. You know what I haven't played with in a while? This e.l.f. Ultra Fine eyeliner brush. Let's put this to the test again. I left it in here and just did not play with it as much as I should have, so I didn't include it in my favorites and fails. My apologies. It really does create a soft wing with nice precision. I can see a little bit of transfer into that bottom waterline. I'm gonna add a little bit of mascara, my L'Oreal Telescopic Lift, and I'll be right back and we can play with those lip products. I'm gonna take this So Juicy Plumping Lip Oil off, and I must say it is lovely. I have enjoyed, I can still feel the minty cooling that's going on. Does it plump? I'm not sure about that, but it definitely felt very hydrating. And now we'll go into this Hydrapop. I would definitely prefer to have a liner, so I will put this on first so that you can see the true color. Maybe I'll blot it, add the lip liner, and then add another coat. First of all, the packaging is adorable. It is a heart. I picked up the shade 90s Babe. For directions, it says to start in the center and work your way out. So let's go ahead and swatch this. 90s Babe is right up my alley. I smell alcohol. Thoughts so far. I appreciate the opacity. A lot of the lip tints or glossy lip stains that I've been trying of late, I am working on that review video, have gone on very sheer. I've had to keep building them up. I don't love that. I am a little bit more of an opaque color kind of gal. My lips do feel cooled again, so I don't know if that is this or that is this coming through. I will be sure to test this tomorrow without using this first, but I enjoy the cooling. Very, very pretty. I'm gonna give it a minute. We're gonna blot it, and then I'm gonna add the lip liner. So there is transfer. This is what we're left with after a blot. It's still very pretty. The lip liner shade that I picked up is Cool BFF. I've never tried this one before. I do like the different BFF liners. And I always forget how good Colourpop lip liners are. Perfect, cool toned brown. That is really nice. I definitely need to go back in with the stain though. So here is the 90s Babe. First impressions, I love it. The only thing that would make this more perfect would be if it didn't transfer. Now I want to go back into this Precious Metals palette. I'm going to take my E05 from JennDBeauty, and I wish there was a matte white. Looks like the lightest matte's going to be this, in the cool tone arena, is going to be this little soft gray, and there is a little bit of shimmer to it, but let's use that to brighten my inner corner a little bit. Do we like that? Didn't do a lot. I'm gonna go into this Ice Out. I do prefer a matte inner corner. We need some brightening. Yes. I'll go ahead and blot. Yeah, definitely transfers, but I do like it. Let's go over the new products. Cool BFF, absolutely. I can see myself using this. The Hydrapop in 90s Babe, absolutely. Maybe I'd go with a lighter eye look with this, but I think the eye look is gorgeous. Speaking of the Precious Metals, if you want to see more looks with this palette, I would be happy to oblige. I think every one of these would make gorgeous looks, and of course you don't have to stick down the row. You can mix and match. Gorgeous. That was fun. It was nice pulling out my Colourpop products that I already had. Again, just a reminder, I'll have everything listed and linked below. I hope that this was enjoyable for you. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I upload on Mondays and Saturdays. Give the video a thumbs up, and of course, leave me a comment, even if it's just a heart to let me know you were here. I thank you so much for spending some of your precious time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.